From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 7, streaming now.
Indiana is leading the country in a grim COVID-19 statistic. Thank you for joining us. I'm Amanda Starantino.
And I'm Mark Mullins. Indiana was the only state in the country to record more than 1,000 new COVID-19 cases per million people last week. That's according to analysis from the COVID Tracking Project. The latest update from the State Department of Health shows 3,214 COVID patients in hospitals across the state. You can see from this chart, hospitalizations are starting to trend downwards slightly, but the rate is still nearly double the peak in April and more than triple the average hospitalizations over the summer.
Hospitals are preparing for another spike in COVID patients caused by Thanksgiving travel and gatherings. WRTV's Megan Santorum shows how hospitalizations can impact healthcare systems and families.
It was just so many unknowns, and it was really, really scary.
More than 100 days on a ventilator and months of recovery. Stephanie Singh's father-in-law is a COVID-19 survivor, but the weeks leading up to his release in September were long.
There's so many ups and downs, so he would make progress and then take a couple steps back. And again, we were told that he would die and that he wouldn't make it, and that is so scary.
Her family is not alone. Healthcare leaders in our area say they're feeling the pinch as COVID hospitalizations increase.
Frequently have way more patients holding in the emergency department, waiting for a bed than normal. Many of the hospitals around town, including ours, have been had to be placed on diversion for emergency services off and on over the last couple weeks.
The vice president of medical affairs at Franciscan Health says the worst could be yet to come.
Probably still a little early from when we would expect to see the additive effect of Thanksgiving on top of what we're already experiencing.
The chief of medicine at Eskenazi Health saying the same thing.
We are anticipating more patients coming in post-Thanksgiving. That can be anywhere from 7 up to 2 weeks after the holiday before we would expect to see that. We've been preparing for weeks with flexing beds to make them more ICU capable. We are making sure we have staff on hand and ready.
Doing everything they can, hoping those who do come in recover like Singh.
The week of Thanksgiving, he got in the driver's seat and he drove us home. 3 months ago, he was not breathing on his own. 2 months ago, he was not walking on his own. And now he's behind a driver's seat, and that was just so amazing.
But she knows not everyone is as lucky.
Try to do everything you can to keep your family, your loved ones, and yourself safe. It's because you don't want to be in the situation we were in, There's a lot of guilt when you may have been the reason one of your family members got COVID, and not my father-in-law for 5 months. Being told he was going to die was really, really scary. Just don't be that family,
Working for you, Megan Santorum, WRTV.
Well, now to the forecast. Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory tracking a chilly night and morning. But Kevin, you've got some good news if you like some warmer temperatures.
Up and away from tomorrow morning. We'll call tomorrow's 25-degree start, Mark. Rock bottom. From there, we'll climb. Monument Circle looking beautiful. As always, during the holidays, when you get a chance, you can drive downtown. Check that out. Lots of clouds around today. That's kind of the gauze-like view here as we look at the radar with the clouds overlaid. We're dry until Saturday. That's our likely time for rain, wind, and the arrival of much colder air. Temperatures, they're stuck in the low 30s now and not likely to change too much in the next few hours, but we'll land in the lower 20s tomorrow morning. How about some sunshine? We'll go to work on that. We'll talk about when you can dress a little differently, when you really start to feel the change coming up.
A 74-year-old man has died days after firefighters pulled him from a burning building on the west side of Indianapolis. Crews found the man unconscious in a unit last Thursday at an apartment complex on North Trump Avenue near Washington and Belmont. IMPD is investigating the death. IFD says that is standard procedure for any fire involving a fatality. The fire department says the fire started in a unit where 10 people were reportedly living without permission.
Another Central Indiana Police Department is getting body cameras. The city of Franklin plans to launch a body cam program early next month. The department says dash cams will also be installed in every squad car. IMPD launched its body camera system this year. State police plan to add body cams in the spring.
From the front lines to fashion design, one doctor is combining her personal passion with her purpose. WRTV's Troy Washington explains.
For 19 years, Dr. Lindy Hayes has cared for patients. This year, that call to help was bumped up a notch during the pandemic. But even with those long hours and battling exhaustion, she still managed to create apparel for those standing in her shoes right now.
Just designed with my colleagues and fellow physicians in mind. So adding a different fabric that is functional, yet stylish and colorful, adding that attention to detail.
LuxDoc's lab coats launched last Friday, and already she thinks they are doing their job when it comes to keeping doctors away from burnout while on the front lines fighting COVID-19.
The colors that it allows the physician to choose, it really does lift the mood of your coworkers, your colleagues, all of our support staff that works with us, just kind of leveling up our mood and how we're feeling and how we feel about ourselves.
According to Dr. Hayes, the effect trickles down to the patient too.
Patients love it. So, we know that when you feel good kind of about how you look and what you kind of have against your skin, the patients love to see it. They love to see something new and bright and vibrant and innovative and creative. And, they love when you walk in the room and they like, oh, wow, I've never seen a doctor dressed like that or have a coat like that.
She calls herself the fashionista physician.
This is my baby, and I'm just loving nurturing it. So I personally go out and pick each and every fabric that is used on our lab coats at LuxDoc.
She's hoping the extra pops of color will go a long way when it comes to brightening up hospitals.
Reds, oranges, yellows, various shades of blues.
Working for you, Troy Washington, WRTV.
All of the lab coats meet the appropriate quality standards for PPE. Dr. Hayes has also started designing scrubs. For more info about the business, go to WRTV.com.
In software development and in web development, it's funny. It's not about math and science. It's more about problem solving and logic.
Coming up, if you don't think you have what it takes to work in tech, a Central Indiana Coding Academy will make you think again.
And next, some COVID cases across the country are being traced to retailers. You can help prevent the spread of the virus if you plan on shopping in person this holiday season.
From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 7, streaming now.
With more people shopping online this holiday season, a reminder to look for warning signs to avoid getting scammed. Cybersecurity experts suggest reading reviews and researching products so you know what you're buying is legit. Also, be suspicious of certain messages. In one recent scam, someone pretended to be an Amazon representative over the phone and told people they had an outstanding balance on their account. If you get a call like that, hang up and look up the actual customer service number of the retailer.
Of course, this year, COVID-19 is also a safety concern when it comes to holiday shopping. Many people want the experience of browsing through the aisles in a store. But as ABC's Marcy Gonzalez reports, health officials say in-person shopping should be avoided.
With holiday shopping now in high gear, health officials are urging Americans to take a new approach as COVID-19 cases continue to surge.
Make the switch to doing your retail shopping by home delivery or by curbside pickup. Every trip that you take outside of your bubble at home is a risk.
That risk is translating into troubling numbers across the country. The mayor of El Paso, Texas, says 1 week of contact tracing data last month showed shopping contributed to more than half of coronavirus infections there. In Colorado, public health officials say they're seeing an increase in cases linked to retail, mostly big box stores. And leaders in Massachusetts are echoing other health officials, encouraging people to avoid indoor shopping this year.
Indoors with poor ventilation and people close together is a recipe for cases to emerge.
The National Retail Federation says public health and safety are retailers' top priority. Retailers have been on the front lines of the pandemic, ensuring that people have access to important goods and services. And store owners nationwide are doing what they can to keep cases low and businesses open, limiting capacity, requiring masks and social distancing, as well as putting plexiglass at checkout counters. And experts say there are steps you can take to help keep holiday shopping safer.
Waiting in a line in close proximity to someone else could be problematic. A long engagement with someone who's checking you out is also problematic. So potentially self-checkout would reduce the amount of contact you would have with a person.
The CDC recommends shopping online from the safety of home and then getting curbside pickup. But if you do have to go into a store, experts say to try to go during off hours and use contactless payment when possible. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And thank you to everyone who supported the WRTV Toy Drive this weekend. If you'd like to donate, there's still time. For more info, go to WRTV.com/Toy Drive. Kevin.
And Amanda, nothing subtle about this message. It will just take a little bit of time to get there. Don't expect it tomorrow. I'll tell you when to expect it coming up.
From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 7, streaming now.
If you're looking for a colorful attraction to visit this holiday season, it's your last chance to see this display. The man behind this extravagant light show is retiring after nearly 3 decades. WRTV's Cornelius Hawker was there as the beginning of the end of an era turned emotional.
Hundreds of people came out to the popular Christmas lights display, We Care Park, on Thanksgiving to show how much they care about this man.
So I just thank everybody for supporting me and what I believe in giving back.
That's what Mike Wyant has done for the last 27 years, raising around $1 million for the local nonprofit We Care and making sure this is a special trip for all who come.
There's a lot of good opportunities out there in the park that you can take family photos and just your kids will have memories forever.
With his wife by his side, Mike gets ready to light up the sky on Kokomo's north end.
Okay, really yell it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A dazzling display of lights provides the perfect backdrop for folks to get into the Christmas spirit and really be proud of where they're from.
Oh, yes. This thing is very important to the community. You see the people out here. I mean, everybody in town loves this.
Pam, Susan, and Gina tell me they are lifelong North Enders. And while Mike is done putting up these lights after this year, they have faith this tradition will continue.
We're very proud of this city.
Yes, and we all come together in this community to keep things going.
As families make their way through all the colorful lights and displays, like they've done for the last 27 years, Mike just has a couple of things to say.
Thank you all for coming and go enjoy the lights.
The lights here at We Care Park will be up until December 27th, starting at 6 o'clock sharp and going until 9:30 or 10. Though I'm told that if you're here past then, they're not going to kick you out of this park. They're Santa Claus. And of course, you're encouraged to come out because all the proceeds raised go to charity. Working for you in Kokomo, Cornelius Hawker, WRTV.
It is free to visit We Care Park. The money that it goes to charity is from donations. Great to see that, right, Kevin?
I like that, the way Cornelius said, oh, there's Santa Claus. He made an appearance. Some more holiday lights in Hendricks County. Lindsay Scott sharing this picture in Plainfield. Thanks for sharing it. Beautifully done. Everything looks so perfect. The wind has been tough, I think, on some decorations over the last several weeks, but at least the wind is calm tonight. If you'd like to share your holiday lights with us, we'd love to see them. You can go to WRTV.com. And I'm showing some pictures here during the 7 o'clock news. And one lucky winner will get tickets to the Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Temperatures, they've been cold today. I'm talking about warmer temperatures. We just need to be patient. If there's one thing in life I need, it's patience. 41 tomorrow, almost 50. That's a positive way to put it for Wednesday. And then into the 50s. Thursday and Friday. The warmer temperatures are well off to the west. The blues represent the colder air. Then you see the green there to the southwest, and by southwest Oklahoma, portions of Texas. But even you get to Kansas City, it's 46 degrees, a couple states away. 25 tonight. Skies partly to mostly cloudy. The wind will be relatively light. Temperatures tomorrow morning as cold as they will be for the rest of the week. Most low temperatures will be in the 30s. On Saturday morning, temporarily, we'll wake up to very mild temperatures, and then the temperature will fall from there. Across the state now, temperatures from north to south, all in the 30s. There's one exception, eastern Indiana, in Wayne County. Richmond's at 29. Tomorrow, we'll poke some holes in the cloud cover, but they're likely to fill back in during the afternoon. 41 degrees. That's average for this time of the year. The wind will be out of the southwest. That'll keep us from falling off too much tomorrow night. There's the cloud cover that I mentioned with some breaks during the day tomorrow. Temperature by noon Wednesday at 44. Almost 50 in the afternoon with a little more consistent sunshine. 53 Thursday, and there it is, the highlight of the 7-day forecast. Temperatures on Friday reach 56 degrees. As we go through the weekend, the changes hit Saturday. Rain, windy, falling temperatures, cold enough early Sunday for some snow showers or flurries as we begin Sunday, then drying out after that. Staying cool on Monday, but beyond the 7-day, we may start another warming trend.
Thank you, Kevin. The Rebound Indiana is connecting you to resources during this difficult time. And while many Hoosiers are facing unemployment and job changes, a career in coding and technology remains stable. And breaking into the industry may not be as hard as you think.
I definitely feared for my job, just like anybody else would in the middle of a pandemic.
That has been the reality for millions of people this year, many being forced into unemployment and others who choose a more stable career path. 23-year-old Savera Cox was working as a general manager at a national fast food chain. In June, she tried something new by taking a software development course at 1150 Academy.
I decided to make the leap into the tech industry because I was looking for a better work-life balance and more opportunity for growth. I actually surprised myself, mainly because a lot of the skills were transferable. Skills like communication, networking, hospitality skills. And of course, good old-fashioned teamwork was great in the environment.
She graduated from the academy in September, immediately became a learning assistant, and then quickly landed a job as a software engineer. 1150 Academy teaches software development, cybersecurity, web development, user experience, and will be teaching data science and artificial intelligence.
By switching careers and getting into software and web development and cybersecurity, they are able to literally double their compensation, not just for a job, but for a career. And what we find is that people find a high level of satisfaction in these careers.
1150 switched to a virtual platform for health and safety and delivered second monitors to all of their students so they could still have an immersive experience in their courses. And with unemployment rates surging, this is a small commitment for something that can lead you onto a stable career path, no matter your background.
90 days, we can literally bring you from wherever you are as a bartender or wait staff or truck driver, whatever you are, and bring you, if you are interested in and passionate about tech and problem solving and puzzles, that sort of thing, then you'll probably resonate really well with what we teach in 90 days. Our average starting salary is in the high 50s, and after the first year, people are getting, and second year, 20% raises. So many of our people that are out 2 or 3 years are in the 80s, 90s, even 6 digits. And that is transformational for people's lives. That's why we are about this. Transform people's lives. Give them more opportunities.
1150 offers intro classes every other week to allow you to try it out before committing for 12 weeks. For much more information, go to WRTV.com/rebound. We'll be right back.
Hawaii is creating a new program in an effort to attract long-term visitors to the state. People who can work remotely from the islands for at least 30 consecutive days can get free round-trip plane tickets and discounted hotel stays. The program will accept a first round of applications through December 15th. The goal is to improve Hawaii's economy and the overall community as well. Applicants must also commit some time to volunteer with a non-profit. All that exchange for paradise there.
Mark, could you read that again a little more slowly? All I need is a 7-day forecast for Honolulu, and I'm interested. Temperatures for us, peak Friday 56, rain, windy, cooler Saturday and Sunday.
Thanks for making WRTV your choice for news. Our next newscast is tonight at 11.